All right, hello everyone. I'm sure at some point in your life you've had a parent, grandparent, even aunt, uncle ask you, how are things going with your boyfriend or girlfriend? And being as how strange our generation is nowadays, you immediately get defensive and start to say, we're not really dating, we're just kind of hanging out or talking. But no one really knows what talking with another person is. I mean, I don't even know what it means, and I've caught myself telling that to my parents many times. So, as a generation, we've been called the instant gratification or social media generation. Because we're the only generation that grew up entirely with texting, Facebook, all of these types of things where we have everything available to us instantly. And as always, Facebook is a major culprit in why we have changed from the traditions that our parents used as dating into what we do now. So, all of you have probably gone to parties and, you've met a guy or a girl there, and, you hit it off with them. You probably exchanged phone numbers, things like that. Within the week, you're Facebook friends. At some point, whether you want to admit it or not, you've ended up going on their Facebook and creeping through their pictures, seeing who they are and things like that. By the time you spent 20 minutes creeping on them in Facebook, you've learned what our parents had to do by dating them for a month. So it takes all the work out of it, which then takes away from us. We don't really date anymore. There's no one-on-one. We don't go drive to their house, have to meet their parents and pick them up anymore. It's all, hey, you want to go hang out? And it's usually in a big group of people, usually in some public area, so that if conversation gets boring or you end up not liking them, you can escape to your group of friends. And usually, we end the night, if you're hanging out and it's going well, with this word that we classify things, like hooking up. We all say it, we all use it all the time, but if I asked everyone in this room, everyone would give me a different definition of what hooking up means. Some of it might be really innocent, and some people will take it really extreme. No one really knows what it means, yet we use it all the time. And it's become part of our courting method, I guess, now. However, this isn't entirely our generation's fault. This didn't just come out of nowhere. Growing up, our parents had the highest divorce rate in the U.S. at any time. So we grew up with not the best type of role models, and it may have led a lot of us to just different, maybe not necessarily trusting or liking relationships. A lot of us are afraid to express our emotions and tell the other person how you feel about them. Guys, I know I fall into this category. We think that we're too macho or tough to look at someone face to face and tell them how we feel about them. And a lot of girls I know, they don't want to tell the guy because they think that they'll be less desirable or attractive to them if the guy knows how they feel. I disagree with this. I think that as a generation, we need to work on things, face-to-face communication and just speaking and being involved in meaningful relationships that we can talk about and be honest with other people with. That's a huge drawback with our generation, is we don't really have communication skills face-to-face and things like that. And as far as business goes, unfortunately, we're not there yet. We're not hiring. So our parents and the ones like that are the ones who are going to hire us. And since they had different courting methods than we do, they don't deal with as much social media as we do. So face-to-face is how they hire and how they select who's going to work for them. So I think if we just even start with our personal lives as far as dating and working on communicating like that, then it'll even help and stretch and maybe steer our generation in a better way. Thank you, Toastmasters.